Hey guys, how's it going? I'm just giving this a few seconds. I think we should be good right about now. We'll say, hey guys, I'm Ryan Raymond. Tonight, I'm going to show you guys how to create your own font using a software called Calligraphr. And it has two options, a paid option and a free option. I'm going to show you how to use the settings for the free option. I do have the $24 for 6 months features. But we're going to jump right into this and show you what we're looking at. So give me 1 second right here. And if this is your first time here, guys, make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and like this and drop a comment in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. Okay, so let me kind of boost this up. The website we're using is called Calligraphr. So let me boost this up. We do not offer subscriptions to most of our users sporadically, and we don't want to charge you just because you have forgotten to cancel your subscription. A font created with Calligraphr is a standard font file, TTF or OTF, and is fully functional even when your upgrade period has expired. So the two different ones here. The free version does require a registration. The pro version is $8 for 1 month or $4 for 6 months, all in one shot. And the maximum number of fonts you can create with either one is unlimited. But you can only work on one at a time with the free version, and you're limited to 75 characters with the free version, which creates, your large, small, and all your numbers. Then with the paid version, you can do 480. You can do variants for randomization, so you can make multiple versions of the same character so that it can randomize throughout the text. If you want to work on ligatures and your kerning and leading, you're going to need the paid version, but the free version here. And the first thing we need to do is create a template. All right, let me zoom out a little bit just so I can see here. So it's going to ask us go through here and set up our characters. So we need to download template, arbitrary characters. Whoop. See here, I did this a couple times already. Let me see what I got going on here. Oh, you got to come over here on the left. That's right. And we're going to use the minimal English characters, which give us, our basic symbols. And we'll do it with numbers and punctuation here. It looks like with the, you're not going to be able to use minimal punctuation with the paid free version. So we'll just turn that off. We will just be using, hold on here. Let me remove them all. We're going to come over here. We're just going to do minimal English characters and numbers. And we're going to build a basic font. So now all you have to do is download a template. And it's going to ask you if you want it to be a PDF or a PNG file. And you want it to already have characters as a background. So that way you have kind of a base to start with. And I'm going to use a PNG because I'm going to do this on my iPad. Now you can print this off. Whoops. There we go. Download the template, and I'm going to leave the characters on as a background just for fun here, and I'm going to do this as a PNG. We're going to make these cells a little bit big so we can see this. Now, what you'll be able to do is you could just download this and print it and use a felt tip marker and hand letter your letters, or you can just simply use an iPad. And tonight, I'm going to do this with an iPad. So I'm going to download this file. So it's generating the images and asking me to download the zip file. Did right here. And we are going to extract. There we go. So there we go. It opened it up. And I'm going to stick this in my iCloud drive so that way I can access it on my iPad. Okay, let's get the iPad opened up here. Hey, Naved, how are you? Hey, Karen. Good to see you guys in chat. Thank you guys for being here. So let me get this open and we will get started. iPad, there we go. And we will do an import from iCloud here. And it generated two files. I want this one to start with. And it put it right here. And I am going to just add a second file, insert a file for the second layer. There we go. So we have our two sets of characters that we need. And this is what the template looks like. It's got a grid space for all the letters with a recommendation since I put it in gray. And I'm just going to turn off this bottom layer. I'm going to add a layer on top. And we're going to have to pick our pen and colors. So I'm going to use black. And I am using the standard inker that was put together by Beejay Dell. The link for these brushes are in the description here. And we'll do it with a streamline tonight. See how that's going to look. So I'm going to flatten this down and we are going to get started here. So I'm going to zoom this in. Hopefully you guys should be able to see. So the first character we have to create is the exclamation mark. So I'm just going to come in here. Oh, going to want to adjust my size down. And we're just going to kind of make a simple font here. And we're just going to go through and draw each of the characters as a hand-drawn letter. Now, you could do this with calligraphy, you could do this with, blocks. You can make all sorts of different fonts. For the sake of time tonight, I'm just going to make this a very simple one. And why I like having the gray letters turned on is it's going to help you get things lined up. So with this, we're just going through making all the basic characters. And now we're drawing the 0. And we'll get a 1 in here. And I think I want the 1 to have a bottom. Then we get in here, make the 2, 3. And let me know how the sound is, guys. I had quite a few people bring up that my sound hasn't been working too well in the last few videos, that they've really had to boost it. So I went through, I tried tweaking all of my settings. I am right on the verge of peaking and clipping out my sound. So if you guys are having any issues, let me know. So let's see what we've got here. Coming back through, add the 4 in. We're going to go through all of the characters. So this is going to be a simple kind of a hand-drawn, and I'll show you guys a couple different things that we can maybe do here. That we could make this, a distressed font maybe. Oh, I don't like that 9. I really don't like that 9 at all. I'm going to make it come down like that. There we go. We're going to get our standard characters in. Semicolon. All right. And the question mark. So there was all of our standard characters and punctuation that are normally is included. Is it quiet right now, Karen? I can try boosting this a little bit and see if I'm going to break things, but let's see if that helps you guys out a little bit more. So there we go. I can bring that down. I don't want to be clipping there. So let's just see how this will work. All right, so we're just going to keep going through here. I do apologize. If you're watching this on replay, you may want to just speed things up and put it on double time to make sure, you don't want to watch me drawing every single letter here. We could do all sorts of fancy things. I'm looking forward to getting in here and playing with the ligatures and everything. But for now, we're just going to use the basic free setup. And this is the lines here are centering all of our fonts for us and everything. So we'll see how that works there. And I see Dale Roberts is in chat here. And if you guys haven't checked out his channel, if you're doing KDP, self-publishing, or anything like that, and you're not subscribed to Dale's channel, I think you're missing out on some of the best information on, at least on the internet that I have found for self-publishing information. So thank you for being here, Dale. Okay, so I'm plenty loud. Good. No one had said anything until the video I uploaded last night, and people started telling me that the sound hasn't been very loud the last week or so. Part of that was I also discovered that my kids had played with the gain settings. So, things happen when you have a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old. All right, so we're halfway through the uppercase letters here. And so we're just going to keep going through. There we go. And getting closer. This is going to be really simple, guys, and I'll show you guys how we can use it when we're done. Maybe we'll even design a shirt or something afterwards. I don't know. I haven't I put in quite a few shirts today, and I've been listing a bunch of pop sockets all day today. I was going through my account and I turned on my draft settings and I realized I had 120 pop sockets that were still sitting in draft. So, silly me, I had designed a whole bunch of things, uploaded them, and then never listed them. And honestly, had forgot. So, been spending all day going through keywording and writing pop socket listings. By far, pop sockets are doing my best here. You guys, like I said, you can do this on paper, and just scan in the image. So if you're more comfortable with doing your lettering and handwriting on paper, you can use that. But I'm really liking using the digital version because I could add distressed effects, I could erase certain parts of it, I could do all sorts of things. And especially if you do it on multiple layers. There we go. That finished the first set of characters. I don't like that A. Let's come in here. There we go. So nice little lowercase a. I'm going to turn this top layer back on here, and we're going to get the rest of these characters. I'm just adding a layer on top and using my pencil there. So also there's a link to Calligraphr in the description. They don't have an affiliate program, so I don't get to make any money if you guys buy anything. But check it out. I was really excited when I figured out that this was a free software. Everything I was looking for was paid tools and so much per font and having to go through and do everything. I did a test one, and you guys can download that as well. I believe I got the link in the description. If I didn't, I will add it afterwards. Otherwise, on YouTube, if you click on my community tab, you can, I put the link to the font there. So the one I used in the thumbnail here, you can download, and I'm giving it away for free. So you guys are more than welcome to go in there and use it. So there we go. And we're just going through. It's really actually kind of fun and soothing. I don't have the greatest handwriting, but I'm looking forward to trying all sorts of different things with this. Who here has sat down and just hand lettered their own t-shirt design and then looked at it and said, man, I wish I had that as a font to reuse it? Think about this. You no longer need to worry about it. You spend the time making a handwritten font and you get to reuse that baby over and over again. Also, handwritten fonts sell like crazy everywhere on the internet. You know, think about all the people designing t-shirts, you know, Creative Market, all the different websites where people can sell their own designs and goods. You can sell fonts. So if you're having a little frustration, maybe not selling enough t-shirts for a day and don't feel like designing one, sit down, make a font. You never know what you're going to find. So here, almost done. We're on Q. And we're going to get to R. And S, D. You know, I would, if I was going to be like doing a real serious font here, I would probably be taking more time with this, but I think this one's going to look pretty good when I'm done. So we will see how it looks. X. Got a Y. And a Z. Now, that last font I did, it did have, I had no problem with it uploading. It went really quick. But I think I want to try something different with this one. Let's say I wanted to make this a distress style font. So I'm just going to come in here with my eraser and a texture. So let's see how this is going to work. I haven't tried this yet, so this will be brand new in front of all of us. Let's see, touch-ups. How about an abstract spicules? All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come here. Oh, too big. Make that a little bit smaller. Is that erasing? No, it's not. Let me get rid of those erase strokes. There we go. Make that a little bit bigger. There we go. Now it's erasing it. I'm just going to come across each of the letters and just do a quick erase. It's going to put this little bit of a hashed text across of it, and I want to see how well this is going to work. So turn that one off, come back down to this layer, and we're going to do the same thing. I'm just kind of running over it all. And adding some, I guess, a distress to it would be a good way of looking at it. So you can create a distress text. And each character isn't using the same exact design because I hit it with different levels. Okay, now that we've made this, I need to export this. So I'm going to go to Share, PNG, and I'm going to save that to Files. Maybe. Waiting. There we go. iCloud Drive, add. We're going to do keep both because I didn't rename it. I should have renamed it. That would have made things life a little bit easier. And now I'm going to turn on these two top layers. And we're sharing these as well. And we want to make sure that you keep that QR code and all the points on the side because that's how they're going to know what your font is. So we'll add that right there and keep both. Okay, so now we need to jump back over to the desktop. And so we're just following these instructions. It says after scanning, go to My Fonts and choose the upload template. Okay, so I close that. I'm going to click on My Fonts and then upload template. I'm going to come in here, grab my two files that I just created, this first one and the second one. There we go. Click upload template. And we're going to give it a minute here to process. So while that thing's spinning right there, there we go. Look at that. It brought in there. It didn't quite get all the erasures I wanted, but that's something I can play with. But it did get some of them in there. It kind of has it as a bit of a broken text. So I'm guessing depending on how much of a transparency there is how that's going to work. So there we go. Now I could go through and add more characters. Let me zoom out. My zoom is kind of making it hard for me to see what I got going on here. So let me zoom out a little bit. All right, found 70 glyphs in the two images. That looks good. All right, so we got the character preview and add characters to your font. Okay, and then I believe all I have to do, so we did it, we uploaded it. The font details, you can give it a name. Ryan's Live Font. There we go. You can adjust your letter spacing, font size, and word spacing. So if you're needing to adjust each of those aspects, the metadata portion is only available with the paid version, but I'm curious what's in here. So version 1.0, copyright notice. You may freely use this font in commercial projects. You may not redistribute or sell this font. Okay, manufacturer name, Ryan A. Raymond. Designer name, Ryan A. Raymond. There we go. Put that in the license description as well. And description. This fun hand-drawn font was created live for all of you. There we go. We're going to click save. And then build font. And build it. So it's going to process. And it shows all the characters. You can zoom in your preview size if you want to look in on them a little bit closer. And then check this out. It's done. I just download the TTF file and the open text file. Watch this. I click this. It should have just installed that. Look at that. Now I just installed that font on my computer. So there we go. I could use that. I could use that right now. So let me grab those downloads and do this here quick. Let me grab this one, and we'll throw that into iCloud Drive quick. And now I'm going to import that into over on my iPad here and see how well it works. Let's do a quick transition. And I could import it right here into, actually, let's import it right here into Procreate since that's where we created it. Let's see here. If I did gallery, and we'll just do a new file quick here for just playing with it. Let's say it was a merch shirt, so let's get my merch t-shirt size there. And we're going to do add text, edit style, And that's not where I wanted to do it. Import font, iCloud Drive. And either one of these look like they're going to work. I just grabbed it right there. And we're going to come down, and now we're going to select the font. Ryan's Live font. So I can come in here, I can edit the text. This is a cool hand-drawn font that I made. And it was really that easy, guys. It took me 20 minutes to now we are using the font. So, I think that kind of covers the basics there. If you guys got any questions, drop a comment in this, drop a comment after the video. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Only about 25% of my viewers actually turn on all their notifications, so I'm trying to send out a reminder for you guys. If you set that settings to all, you won't miss any of my videos, because YouTube's only going to notify you of some of them if you don't have it set on all. So never miss one of my videos. And then check out either this video here, should be my most recent video, and this video here should be one that YouTube is recommending for you. So based on my time delay, I got to kill about 10 more seconds here. So maybe those videos are just popping up now, but I appreciate you guys being here. This is a lot of fun. And hopefully my sound was better tonight for you guys that were letting me know they had some sound issues. So thank you guys. Have a good night.